Yo, what up, everybody? It's your boy Kenchi doing a audio biography or audio biology. I don't really know how to word it. No edits, raw and unfiltered. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. I'm gonna be completely uncensored and completely real. So you can either accept it or you cannot accept it. How did I get to the point that I'm in right now in my life? What things promoted it? I don't have the answer to all of it, but I have what I feel like is a great answer. First thing first is it's 2021. I turned 22 last month. I just got finished cutting the lawn, and sometimes when I cut the lawn, I have a lot of thoughts come to my head about the things that it is that I want to do after I cut the lawn. So this is one of those things that I wanted to do. I wanted to do this, so I don't know how long it's going to take, but I'm going to do it. I have issues with commitment in my life. Not with women. Not with love. But I have issues with commitment when it comes to life experience. So I might wake up and say, hey, I want to do this for the next month. I want to go bowling for the next month of my life. And I do it for a week, and I'm nowhere to be found again with that. Or I might say, why don't I rap more? Why don't I make more YouTube videos? And I do it for a couple days, and then I'm nowhere to be found. So that's a cycle in my life. That's a major cycle. And it all stems back to me seeking a lot of comfort in life. Everything I do, not everything, but the most toxic things in my life have been the things that make me comfortable. Food and porn and things like that have made me more comfortable than I need to be. And I'm gonna be real, like I'm gonna just keep it real on here, bro. Like, I'm addicted to food. I'm addicted to sugar, porn, all these things, things that are bad for me. And the food is something I've been addicted to my whole life. Since I was a kid, since I was a child, my parents, they just started feeding me. So as far as I could look back, I've been eating emotionally. Without being hungry, I'm eating. So my parents were poisoning me without even knowing it. And it's to the point where I'm continuing to poison myself while knowing that I'm poisoning myself with the foods that I'm eating. And it's getting so bad with the food and stress that I go through that my body is beginning to deteriorate. My face, my dark circles under my eyes, my skin on my face, my skin outside my body, my eyes, I can see it. It's deteriorating. My hair is falling out. All these things, man. So that's the point that I'm in, man. And sometimes it feels like I'm here, but I'm not here. Sometimes it feels like I'm in a dream, and then I'll just be sitting down, and it'll be like everything just snaps, and the real me comes out. The real me wakes up and looks around and is like, what am I doing with my life? You know what I'm saying? I doubt myself a lot. And since I'm just being real, I'm not just trying to blame it on my parents, but everything that I do in life, like my parents knock it or they're not interested. They're only interested in me going to school and getting a job. That's it. They're not worried about my mental health. They're not worried about my physical health. Um, they never really have been. Um, as long as I got a job and I got good grades in school, that's all they really care for. Um, and it sucks, but I'm just being real here, you know. I'm not trying to come off like I'm complaining or anything like that. I'm just trying to be real because conversations like these, I need more in my life to realize that it's not some crazy alien profound experience. It's real. Um, so I feel like my parents are my oppressors in a way because they don't know the real me. They don't get to know the real me. Anytime I sit down and have a conversation with them, it always goes back to what's my job or what's my school like. And that's fine, that's dandy and all, but how come you never ask about me, my mental health, and the things that it is that I'm going through? So that's what it's always been, so I don't see it changing now. But it just is definitely tough, you know. Um, and that's why I don't have a yearn to hang around them. I force myself to hang around them just to say I spent time, but I don't have any yearn to hang around them like that because I know they're not going to actually have a deep conversation with me and go on a deep scale, you know. Same thing with my brother, you know. Sometimes we have those conversations, but not really. I have more conversations like that with my friends that I yearn to be around than them. But my food addiction has taken such a spiral now to where I don't even want to hang around friends because I'm too scared to be judged. All the weight that I've put on and things like that, I'm too scared to be judged. So I don't even hang around my best friends. You know, it's taking, and food addiction has taken a toll recently in these last couple of years, especially. It's taken a toll on my friendships because food is a drug, literally. So just like how you'll see a drug addict go on a binge and you won't hear from them for a couple months, that's what I've been doing with food for years though now. Seeking comfort is the reason why. I have major brain fog. I never really know what I'm doing. That could be probably attributed to porn or whatever too. And things like that. It's tough, man. It's really tough. Not to complain, but just giving you what I've been experiencing. I'm on medication because I have high blood pressure. Because in 2017, my health started to deteriorate from all the bad foods that I've been eating in my life. And this pill that they put me on definitely affects my mental health. It affects everything. So I'm really depressed. I don't have as much serotonin in my brain as I used to. The reason that I'm trying to keep it as real as possible is because I know I'm not the only one going through a lot of tough things. I think we're all going through a lot of tough things. We all have a dark side to us. And I want to open up my dark side. It's tough. It's taking me out of my comfort zone. But I have to have real talks amongst myself. I can't tell myself a lie about something that I know is true. Like, I know I'm a porn addict, but to other people I would lie about that, or to myself in my head I would lie about that. But here I want to try to keep it honest. There's people who's addicted to drugs out there. There's people who's going through a lot, man. this system that we live in is very oppressive, and it doesn't let people be their true selves, and it's made with trauma. It's perfectly crafted trauma for everybody. We all have trauma, man, and this is my trauma. I really want to release this. I really want to put this out in the public, man. Within the past 4 years, since 2017, my life, man, it's like I've been blessed in many ways, yes. Mental health wise, though, there's been so much trauma, so much trauma. Um, from breakups, yes, those took major tolls on me. To losing close friends, to finding out a lot about people, stuff like that. Failing classes and health problems. After I was diagnosed with high blood pressure, like, my body has not been the same. Things, when they put me on medicine for it, it's like I'm living in a dream. Like, I feel like I'm living in a constant dream. And some of the, I'm not going to say psychedelic effects, but some of the effects that are more toward my brain, my eyesight, and things like that, you just wouldn't believe. Like, sometimes I'll just be sitting in the car and I'll feel like I'm floating away, and it's like, I hate that feeling, you know. Or I'll be walking and it'll feel like I'm floating. And there's so many, like, in my eyes, there's like speckles. I see speckles all the time. Like, I don't know if it's because my blood pressure is high or if it's because of the medication I'm on, but I see them right now. The depression, yes, I get that. The confusion, I get that. All from just one pill a day, guys. And I'm a sugar addict. And I know water fasting could cure my high blood pressure. I've been knowing that for 3-4 years now. But my sugar addiction has been keeping me from doing that. See how it comes full circle? I have to. I know I'm not going to be tough on myself, though. I'm not. I know I control my body, and that my addiction to sugar is like pretty much my choice, but it's still keeping me from doing what I want to do. Um, and that's just as simple as it gets. Maybe one day I'll change it. Hopefully one day I'll change it. Because if I don't, I don't know how much longer I got here, bro. And I know my true self. I know my higher self is inside of me. And I know he wants to come out. But there's going to be a lot of traumatic mental barriers to break through in order to get that person to come out. I feel good now that I've voiced my story, and I hope to continue to be able to voice my story. This is very important to me. No edits. I'm not doing any of that on this channel. This is just me being completely honest and voicing my story. I feel so much better now. Even though it didn't change my reality or the things that I'm facing, I feel better just from being honest and talking about it. Um, I feel like it's not as bottled up in my head. I don't know how many people are gonna watch this, but I feel like I'm talking to somebody about it now, and that's all I could really ask for with this, and that was the whole goal with this. So subscribe for more. Peace out.